Hello stranger and welcome on Stacy Rove YouTube channel. Today is the 3rd of October, which means it's time to think about November month. Now I changed my career and the official registration will be the 1st of November. I don't have a schedule for whole month and for this reason I designed a greeting to the month and plan to perform 8 illustration exercise, which means one exercise per day off. I think that in condition of such uncertainty, this is more than enough for this month. The design of the first page don't associate with the season because the state of mind is completely different. For the last 2 weeks I've been feeling too sentimental. Maybe it's all about common cold weather when the frost pierces the soul and the wind makes the body tremble. You involuntarily seek refuge in non-existent worlds in a book and the warmth of the house with a mug of tea. On the next page you will see an additional block. I want to make my first concept for my own comic. Yes, I am ready to start it. Some year ago I wrote the novels and have some good sketches and idea. The best of them is the Order of Keepers. The plot based on the struggle of the Order against the monsters. I didn't give it to the public as there were very big problems in the plot. It looked too banal. In those years, it seems that everything that you can think has already been created by someone. Now, the situation is completely different. The political crisis, the development of technology, and the abundance of crazy statements give new concepts and interpretations. Songs at no moment don't have a large base, and their distribution is limited and well-known studios use old comics hero and standard way of the plot. It means we have a lot of opportunity today to make something big, great and different. For example, in recent years we have seen more active political persecution of previously intelligent women in Russia, which has escalated in recent months. This is due to the situation in which our women are there and the request of the foraging system. A woman, by definition, is a more peaceful creature capable of making thought and necessary everyday decisions. And it doesn't matter it's Kniginya Olga or foraging Yekaterina the Greatest with a brilliant education. And I wanna say sorry, but I don't like world which means princess because I think princess associated with somebody from Disney woman, somebody in a dress with high voice and great love and happiness. And no, we'll speak about somebody strong, wild, and powerful. And yes, it's very funny to speak about something aggressive and brutal when you join something sweet like what providing to the lead page and greeting to the month. But let's to be an open mind and now we speak about ideas, basic and big ideas. And don't forget I'm a woman with a very romantic character and I don't know but I remember the word from Walking Dead. I'm just a man and I do what I can. Yes, but yes, in my heart I'm a very sweet girl, why not? And if you take something heavy to your hand, please put it down. We speak about sci-fi. Sci-fi have two different ways. It could be scientific future or alternative future. And if we speak about scientific future, we should understand we have very big problem in the world. We in a crisis time, and if will be something great and big, we'll be using all kind of weapons, nuclear, chemical, and biology, of course. And for the first will be immense, and after weapons will be take to their hand a woman. But before woman take a weapons to their hand, will pass a lot of time. And this is the reason why the most potent of population after something bad and great it will be consist of women. And when we speak about sci-fi, we speak about scientific future or alternative future. About sometimes we speak about scientific future to have alternative. Don't have the greatest tragedy and to be the open mind and respect each other and remember we are humanity and every life is important on the earth. In my scientific future, the greatest evil will be called Sacred United Empire, and these inhabitants and the order will be understand in the personal growth and development of the plot. This conception has a great law: the greatest evil never die and the heroes come to a finish line. In this conception, for sure, the greatest evil will be fighting with the absolutely evil. They will fight with the monsters that appeared after the darkest years. This is a period of a war in which nuclear, chemical, and biological weapons used. After 10 years of destruction, the planet people stopped the fire and began to look for ways to save the last humanity and ways to survive. Here comes alternative reality, mechanization, and viruses. And when we speak about alternative reality and connected minds in one system, there is no one reason to be sure that the somebody will not try to control that or use something virus. There are a lot of examples when created mind take a decision to kill people. But what will be happen if somebody try to take a control or happen diversion when every mind will be blocked and have a viruses? And this is a story not about crazy created intellect. This is a story about when somebody powerful people try to take control and something going wrong. And I wanna say this is very typical plot for culture of my country. You can say there is a system raw appearance in the Matrix, but there has not yet been a single set where they would try to capture modernization once content to some kind of system. My monsters can be diverse, they can have different levels of damage to the system and body integrity. Season it with the Resident Evil biological experiments and the plot will blow your mind. Oh, let's back a little bit to bullet journal. I wanna say I wrote don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. And of course I have some nervous about my project and I'm nervous about your reaction for this. I wanna say this is a long project, should be happened a lot of events for this idea come to an end and to become logical and interesting. And there is also an amazing resources in the form of allocation. We know such books and movies as Metro 2033 where people survive in the subway. We saw Stalker and The Walking Dead where people fighting against the zombie and mutants that appeared after exposure to viruses and nuclear disaster. But imagine Varros fighting luxury imperial palace with aesthetic of some powerful weapons from museum. They could fight in Petergov or Ekaterina's palace with a lot of rooms, with outdoors, with a lot of opportunity for barricade, with a lot of big rooms for something great fighting. I won't say this is great resources for apocalypse, zombie and monsters plot. Because when something virus or infections apocalypse is starting, people could have basic weapons, and this is place over the city, and some groups of survival try to come to this place for having shelter, and this is very well placed for basic community. I like how Robbie Williams' sketch captures the expectation of Russia in the world. He covered the main mistake, the failure of Madame President in Resident Evil. It was a strong image, but Svetlana looks like a Hillary Clinton. It's very far from the expectation and commercial concept, but the base in the legend of her character is amazing. If you don't remember, she was a military instruction in her past, and she to becoming a president and trying to make an indifferent empire. If I don't make a mistake, it was Slovenian Empire. And the best scenes and the most popular are very local. For example, Train to Busan, everything was happened in train. When we speak about something Korean, for example, Sweet Home, it was happened in community. When we speak about oh, all we already died, it was in school happened, why not? When we speak about DS, it happened in Gotham. When we speak about Marvel, the most part of the plot located in the New York. I don't have much experience and I never draw allocations. And this is the best way for me to make a plot basic on a closed location. It seems I got carried away. On the third page, I have elected place for the development of the YouTube channel. Next time, I will check not only the number of posted videos into account. Also, I left space for ideas and plans on the next page. It can be filled out for each week separately. And the last page is dedicated to the counting of subscribers on the three main apps that I currently use. The main one is YouTube, of course, but there is the risk of blocking again. Because of this reason, I also use Yandex.Zen. It's a platform that can be monetized but has strict censorship. And the last one is Yaros, where there are donations and there are no blocking yet. But don't forget to living in Russia and everything in every moment can go wrong. And I have a hope it would be possible to plan some free days, at least plan weekends. Maybe in the best ways will be opportunity to look at the possibilities of the whole week. Thanks to all. That's all for today. I wish you to fight for your dreams and find powerful for this. See you.